Welcome, fellow Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 fans, to another episode of RCT 3 Park Project. And I am continuing my building, my time-lapse building here of the Disney park that I'm working on, called Disney Heritage. I'm tongue-twisted there a little bit. What we are doing today is working on our State Fair area, and you can see kind of work is continuing down here on the left side of the street, or midway, as I would pretty much call this, and construction on a goofy kind of driving bumper cars, basically. And it's based off an old Goofy cartoon where it's like car safety and stuff, which if you've ever seen it, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a hilarious old cartoon that it sticks in my head. And I thought the best way to kind of do an attraction based on that would be bumper cars, and what better person would be Goofy. So he is somewhat accident prone, which is perfect for this. Now, the midway here that I'm building and the State Fair area is actually based a little bit off of the State Fair area that they were doing in a Disney park that never actually came to fruition, called Disney America. You can find the plans for that. They're readily available on Google. All you gotta do is search. City Trader is actually, he made a park almost completely completed, I think. It's actually all the way done, based on those original plans. And mine's a little different. It's not the same thing. That one was supposed to have been built in Virginia, and it wasn't exactly a castle park. It was a different take from what Disney kind of does on their parks. This is actual castle park, kind of built in the central United States, more like, I mean, you got one on California, and then you got one in Florida. So we wanted something more central, right in the middle for people to visit. And this one I kind of was thinking St. Louis, because there actually had been plans at one time to put a Disney attraction in St. Louis, and that never really happened. But maybe outside of there, maybe somewhere in the Ozarks, which I think would be perfect for this. It's a mountainous region is what I'm kind of thinking for the park, and fits perfectly with the Belle's Castle, which we're going to be doing, and all of that kind of goes in there. Now, there is some more footage missing in this video, just like the last video, but this video you do kind of get a pretty good idea of what everything is kind of coming to. Especially you can see more of Casey's Corner, which you didn't get to see in the last episode much. I'm actually working on the patio here that you'll be seeing, kind of, since Casey's Corner is a major kind of restaurant in this particular area. It's a lot of stuff is kind of modeled around that. I wanted to give it an awesome kind of seating area, this patio kind of pavilion, and trying to find just the right way to do that was difficult, but I think I approached it pretty good and got a nice little setup here going that fits perfectly into the State Fair area that we were going to. And I actually basically I left kind of these sides of this building, the back and sides, kind of off and never really did much with it. This episode, I think, is the one where I actually go back and kind of redo all of that. I do the complete building all the way around. We even do like a little walk-up kind of area down to it. So if you're outside and you want, like, say, an ice cream or something, you can walk right up to the little area there and go, grab whatever you want, a hot dog, whatever, and then go back to your picnic table or whatever you're going to have here. I went through a couple different variations as I was building this, trying to find just the right thing, and seatings and I knew I wanted umbrella tables in there, so we had to do that. And then we added some picnic tables, which you will see, and all of that kind of worked out pretty good. Then I turned my attention to actually what the stone stuff would look like. I went with this kind of reddish brick because I thought, hey, this looks awesome, and it did for a while. I really liked it until I found something better. Trying to make this particular area match was difficult in itself. As I stated in the last video, I kind of knew what I was doing going into it, what I wanted to do, particular things. I just didn't know how it was all going to come together. I had a general idea, but not a detailed plan when I was building all this. And you can see me here kind of messing around with different tiles and what I would do there. Oh, and here you see the Mickey wheel finally gets its placement there. And I messed around with this a little bit too, and it's still not done yet because I'm going to try to add some different lighting and things to it to get it perfect. It's still not right yet, but for now, we got that. So then we went back and I thought, let's put some hedges down through here. That'll kind of look pretty good. mess around with the tiles and things like that. So yeah, I mean, basically right now I'm just kind of rambling until most of this gets done. And yeah, but like I said in the last video, you didn't get to see much of Casey's Corner, and this one kind of is very detailed with Casey's Corner because we're adding much more theming to it and stuff. Casey's Corner, as I stated, was a big piece that I wanted in this particular area. Mostly you see Casey's Corner is on Main Street in most of the Disney parks when it's there, and this is kind of an extension of Main Street in its own way, but I really wanted to kind of give it its own theme because the way this area is suited, it's a Casey's Corner. If you ever eat there or if you ever seen anything about it, it kind of has a Cincinnati Reds kind of feel to it, and I think baseball, and when I think of baseball, I think of State Fair, and I thought this was the perfect restaurant to put here. Yeah, so we're gonna have, you know, basically this kind of area out in here, and people can kind of walk in there, and if you can eat in the restaurant, there will be some tables in there, and then there's some out. The basis of where I'm putting this and the Ozarks and kind of stuff is it's gonna be a raining area, but we still want the park to kind of be open year round. And I think I chose a decent place. I mean, yeah, they're going to have some snow and stuff there, but I don't think it will, you know, you'll have closed days, but yeah, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. The umbrellas I kind of mixed and matched in there and got some good colors, I think. And then we're going to add some trees around the area for shade, all kinds of stuff. Maybe even put some like lighting and things in there as well to kind of maybe like overhead lighting, like the... Yeah, what is it I'm thinking of? Those, not really like lamps, but more like bulb lights kind of over it. It's kind of what I was thinking, and we may still do that. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to light the area, but that's what I'm thinking at this moment when I was building this. Some of the other things that you didn't get to see, like I said, some of the footage is missing. I didn't get to show off the building at Casey's Corner. I didn't get to show off all the building of the Midway down through there. Only just a little bit of it was all the footage I could find. And it was, you know, other than the Goofy's crash up bumper cars things there, each side of that has Midway games. So you can, as you're walking out through there, there'll be different games and stuff you can kind of walk up and play, and it's part of your admission. So I don't know if I'll do an upcharge on those or not. Most likely not, and it's just for fun. In the center of the Midway, you also have the little booths and stuff that I made in the last episode as well. Those turned out really well. And, you know, we're also going to do the circus area is going to be back in this area as well. We'll get to that later on. Just trying to figure out how everything kind of is pacing and everything. And here we go. So, yeah, you can eat on the inside, and then you have two different exits, one on the back and left side there. And you can kind of go out into the pavilion area as long as, you know, this right here what I'm building. This is what I was talking about earlier, where you can kind of walk up to it if you're sitting outside, place an order. It's just like a little takeout kind of window, I guess, an order window. And I like that idea a whole lot, so I worked around with that and kind of made this part of the building match the rest of the side of the building, and I think I did an excellent job on it. And yeah, so I think at this point, I've still got like half the video to go and not much else to discuss other than just the building of this. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that and throw on some music and let you guys enjoy the building of it. And I will see you in episode 18 once I get that done, which should be next week. I do apologize. I meant to have this up Sunday. I was extremely busy Sunday. I had overtime I had to do at work, and then I spent most of the day Monday in the hospital, so I couldn't actually work on it on Monday either. So I do apologize about that, but I'm getting it up now, and I hope you guys approve. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm also going to add a couple things. Some people had stated that the music needs to be maybe a little louder, so I hope you like it in this one, and do the voice and stuff a little better. So I will see you guys in episode 18. I am out of here. Enjoy your look at the building of our Disney Midway Fair, our Disney State Fair here. See you guys later.
Bye.